Hello friends, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, hello. I'm glad to see you. If you're wondering why I do what the foot thing is, I have arthrogryposis, and that's actually what this video is about. But I was born with a condition called arthrogryposis. I can't use my arms, so I use my feet instead. That's it. That's the story. Not very exciting. But today's video is actually about arthrogryposis because June 30th is Arthrogryposis Awareness Day. And what perfect time to talk about it than now. So let's get started. Get your makeup if you want to. Let's start getting ready and talking about arthrogryposis. Okay, I got my eyebrows on. I bleached them and I put blue eyeshadow on it. I feel like they're not really reading what they should be reading, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. This is just for fun. So let's break it down. Arthrogryposis, multiplex congenita. Like that's the whole name of what I have, right? And so let's break it down. What does arthrogryposis mean? Arthro stands for joint. Gryp stands for curved, and osis stands for condition. So altogether, joint curved condition. It's a joint condition, but it's also a muscle condition where, along with the joint contractures, the little kitten tail, along with the contractures, you have either no muscle or very low muscle tone in where the arthrogryposis is affecting. The type of arthrogryposis that I have is amyoplasia. Yeah, I think so. I'm doing blue today because blue has been chosen, the color chosen to be arthrogryposis awareness color. So let's continue with the facts. Arthrogryposis is diagnosed in every 1 in 3,000 live births. So it's considered a rare condition. Yeah, and it affects different parts of the body, where I'm affected very severely in my arms and my elbows. Other people might be affected in their legs or in their legs and their arms. And arthrogryposis is also known to be like a symmetrical type like condition, whereas like if you have it on one side, you're gonna have it on the other also. And like I said, I have amyoplasia. That's the type of arthrogryposis that I have, and that's actually the most common type of arthrogryposis, because it's about 1/3 of the arthrogryposis. And the joint contractures can affect pretty much any joint in the body. The arms, legs, feet, ankles, knees, even the jaw and the neck. A lot of us have jaw issues and like tightening of the jaw, and I do too. Like I don't have a very big openness of my jaw. So that's a very common thing in arthrogryposis. Arthrogryposis is also, depending on the type of arthrogryposis, it's not necessarily a genetic condition. A lot of times, like me, what happened is, I like to say that I was a lazy fetus. Like, it's very much like who I am as a person. You know what I mean? I'm like, of course, like, I would be so lazy in the womb that I would make myself contract arthrogryposis. It basically is just lack of movement or of the fetal movement. So during a very important part of the developmental process in the womb, I decided I was cool, I'm chill, I'm just gonna relax and take some time. Came out, arms didn't work. Whoopsie. A lot of us with arthrogryposis also have scoliosis or curvatures of the spine or other like underlying conditions. Mine, they think, is how I'm able to, like, my slight curve they didn't ever want to do anything about because they were afraid that if they corrected it, then I wouldn't be able to use my feet as easily as I do. A lot of why I've never had any surgeries or anything to try and make my arms bend is because my family, and my doctors all felt that I had already figured out life in a pretty good way, and there was really no need to try and fix me if I was already like doing better than most people were doing. You know what I mean? So I decided, I've never gotten any sort of surgeries for my arthrogryposis. I did do a lot of splinting when I was younger and casting. I was born with clubbed feet, and so they'd casted those, and those were able to be fixed like that. And then I wore splints a lot of my younger years. But when I turned 18, I decided I didn't want to wear the splints anymore because essentially they weren't really serving any real purpose. They weren't helping my wrist straighten. They weren't doing anything that I felt, in my opinion, anything worthwhile wearing them. So I don't wear them anymore. And I don't regret not wearing them now. But as a kid, like, that's definitely something that you should wear. And I think that physical and occupational therapy is so important early on in the life of a person with arthrogryposis, because it prepares you for, you know, the future, and prepares you for living life, essentially. I'm doing my wings over here, okay? I'm doing my wings over here so I can do it in the mirror and not mess them up, all right? All right, I'll be right back. Oh, how's that look? Nice. Anyway, so most people born with arthrogryposis have normal brain function, I guess, or like, you know, cognitively are average, I guess you could say. I have autism, but that has nothing to do with the arthrogryposis. That's just in addition to. There are surgeries that can be done to help with the joint contractures. But a lot of the time, from what I've seen from people that have gotten these surgeries done later in life, the contractures or whatever it was tends to revert back. So I've just always been like, I'm cool living like this. I don't care that my arms are straight, locked straight. My life's great. My life's so much fun. I don't need to use my arms to have fun and to live. So, June 30th, like I said, June 30th is, I can't do that in the mirror, or in the camera, sorry. June 30th is Arthrogryposis Awareness Day, and July is Disability Pride Month. So, I get 2 months, essentially, you know what I mean? I get June for Pride, and June 30th for Arthrogryposis Awareness. And then I get July for Disability Pride Month. And then also July 14th, I think, is like International Non-Binary Day. So like, just these 2 months are like my months, right? I am the poster child for these next 2 months. Speaking of which, a fun thing that's coming out soon here in Houston, there's a magazine called Outsmart Magazine, which is like the LGBTQ queer magazine here in Houston. And they're doing a feature on your girl, your they them, your she they, me. I just did a photo shoot, was it yesterday or the day before? It might have been the day before, with a really amazing and talented photographer, Amani. They were amazing. I can't wait to have them take my pictures like in the future, because it was fun. It was a good experience. I'm not trying to veer off from the arthrogryposis awareness-ness. I'm just telling you what's going on in my life as an arthrogryposiser. What can you do to show your support for people with arthrogryposis? People like me, baddies with AMC. You can, on June 30th, wear blue, of course. You can post a picture in your blue and hashtag AMC Strong and hashtag Arthrogryposis. Yeah, and interact with people who have arthrogryposis content and give them a shout out. Tell them how cool they are, because we're pretty badass, if you ask me. Okay, eyes are done. And like now I'm like pretty much done talking about it. I mean, I guess I could tell you, like, my life has been, I don't know. People always want to know if like you would change your life, or if you could like one day wake up and I could like not have arthrogryposis anymore, like would I? And or if like one day I could wake up and like my arms worked, like how would I feel? And like honestly, I feel like it would freak me the fuck out, because that's not my life. I don't know what that life is. I don't know who that bitch is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that life would be, and I don't know if that life would be as like fun and exciting as it is as I am. Like, I've never felt like I've needed to be fixed. There's never, just because my arms don't work, like nothing's wrong with me. My arms don't work. It's not that big a deal. Like, but I guess to other people it would be a big deal. Like, but it's been since the moment I came out of the womb, like, my arms didn't work. So it was like, okay, girl, you're gonna have to figure it out. And people ask me, like, how'd you learn how to use your feet? Like, I don't have an answer for that, because, like, do you remember when you started, like, when you learned to use your hands? No, right? Like, it was just something that you did. Like, it was just part of, like, your normal developmental life, right? Well, that's kind of like how it was for me. It wasn't anything abnormal. Like, I just would reach for toys with my feet and start like interacting with the world with my feet as somebody would with their hands. And the doctors told my parents, you know, don't discourage that. Don't discourage how she's discovering the world, because that's, you know, worse for a disabled person to feel like the way that they've figured out how to interact with the world is wrong and like disturbing, and you shouldn't do that because like other people will be uncomfortable. Like, I don't care. This is how I have to live my life. This is how I've functioned. This is how I've been successful in my life. And if it makes you uncomfortable, then okay. Like, lots of things in life make me uncomfortable, and here I am. Like, you know what I mean? And when people have the urge to tell me that they don't like feet or like whatever, and I'm like, I don't understand what you think you're gaining from telling me that. Like, I don't care, okay? That doesn't affect me anything at all, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna stop living my life because you don't like feet. So, all right, my Aunt Chrissy showed up, and so I had to like talk to her for a second. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm like the worst at this. Like, I know that like everyone's like, Ashley, like, I'm supposed to be a disability advocate, but like, you guys don't come to me for that. You come for the nonsense and the humor and the absolute ridiculousness that is me in my life. Yeah, so we're going to enough about that. So tomorrow we're going to Dallas for funsies. Actually, there's like a place in like somewhere that has like, it's like a peach farm, and they have peach ice cream and peach like everything, and I want the peach ice cream so bad. So we'll have a vlog of that. And then Saturday is Pride, and we're having like a huge Pride party here. So maybe I'll film some of that. We'll see. I don't know. Why the camera just dimmed? It's like, girl, you're just ranting now, so I don't know what you want from us. I'm pretty much done with this makeup. I just really made this video to like talk to you guys about arthrogryposis a little bit, and since it's Arthrogryposis Awareness Day and I am your go-to girl for arthrogryposis, I figured it was my duty to tell you. So, happy Arthrogryposis Awareness Day. Happy Pride. Happy Disability Pride coming. And I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.